20, baby. Sure looks like this is gonna be a game, huh? Yeah. Here we go. Is it worth the rage? Is this just going to be one of those games? Let's find out. Here we go. It's great. I have no idea how to play. Genuinely. It's just see what it's like. First time playing the newest game. That's not difficult. It does, yes, absolutely. It really does already. Also, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Uh, yeah, so this is the second stream I've actually done today. First one was me playing the demo of the game, which I got to the third stage, and I've lost. The third stage is actually where it would have ended. And now we actually have all of the stages. So hopefully I can do better. And actually maybe make it to stage 4. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how I go. How I do. Yeah. Yes, this game just dropped today. Um, as you can see, I'm not too good at it. Well, you see, the problem with that is Chen isn't in Touhou 20. There's only 2 playable characters in this game. And Chen isn't even in the game as a boss. Um, Chen will be featured in Chen will be featured in the Touhou 7 streams, don't worry. That's Uh, I was lost in the first first boss. Man, that's not nice at all. But yeah, last stream was just me playing the demo. I got to the third stage, almost beat the third stage boss. I have screenshot evidence that I did in fact beat the demo once, making it the first ever game that I've ever beat. If you can even count it as a game. It's just the demo. But at the time, that's all it was. So that was like several months ago. Back whenever just around the time I got my laptop. Yeah, I did finish the demo once. And now we are playing the actual full release. Yeah, the demo was hard. It was hard. It was difficult. I have screenshot evidence that I beat it. Somehow it was not my best score at all playing the game, which is kind of surprising to me. I used up all of my tennies during that whole playthrough. And yeah, I never streamed it. I never once streamed the Touhou 20 demo. Oh, come on. What hit me? That was But yes, welcome. Welcome. I forgot to share this to my to the Discord server, by the way, so you must have subscribed to the notifications on this. Oh, if I lose as Reimu, I'll use Marissa, don't worry. I'm assuming Marissa is your favorite character in the entire series. That's awesome that you have a favorite. If, of course, Marissa is. Now that Touhou game came out, man, yeah. Yeah, Marissa's a good character, honestly. Marissa used to be my main because of the Master's Park. Sun cooking again with the freaking songs. Holy crap. My guy, you can chill out. Boss songs, yeah, they go hard, but they don't even need to go this hard, man. Come on. Really? I think I get like 5 continues or something in this game. I don't remember, but I think in the demo, anyways, there's 5 continues, which is nice because I would definitely need those. Um, Also, yes, you might have noticed. New shirt today. I'm not sure if you saw that or not. No, I'm not cooking. I am cooked. That's what's going on here. I'm cooked. Um, Also, if you're tuning in for the first time ever, hi, welcome. I do commentary for That Space Doge Guy on YouTube for rocket launches. Uh, I also do live streams for Spaceflight Simulator, using the fictional company name Nico Aerospace, which is actually what this channel here was originally supposed to be, just for. But after I discovered the best video game series of all time, yeah, this is just kind of what it became. It became a double content channel. Imagine if I make this like Chen Gaming or something. I don't know. No, not this level. Not this one. Well, now that I'm here, I guess I can tell you. Uh, I won't spoil anything, actually. No, I'm not spoiling anything. If you want to know who the boss is for this, check out the demo stream. That's about that's all I'll say. Just check out the. That's gonna be your spoiler. One might call it though a double spoiler. Yes, that's a Touhou reference. It's actually a game called Double Spoiler. I don't remember what the full name was, but I know that it contained a double spoiler. I don't remember. I think it's one of the fighting games for the Steam actually. I might be wrong. It might actually be one of the mainline games. Yes, Touhou has fighting games. It's really weird, but they don't really count towards the main story. But yeah, they exist. I know exactly when it's about to happen. There it is. There it is. Give it, give it. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy I had that. Wow. Now do you see why I was happy that I got that one up right there whenever I got it? Oh my god. Toho isn't that recognizable. You see the most famous things like community you wouldn't expect to. Yeah. Yeah. No, a lot of people that don't know much about Toho, whenever they first hear about it or something, they think of that it's an anime. They think it's supposed to be like an anime game or something. Uh, which in a way makes sense because you know you see all the fan art and artwork from the game and stuff, and it kind of gives those vibes. Oh, damn it! I know exactly just how shit this fight's gonna be. Mishigami, Mishigami, American, yeah, worst fight in the entire game. I think I don't know. I've never made it past this because there was never a past this. Whatever. Just ridiculous. So, yeah. Wow, that's really fun. Good game. Good game. Thanks, son. Just what I wanted. Everyone has seen Bad Apple. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The funny thing is Bad Apple. The Bad Apple that everyone knows isn't even the original Bad Apple. It was just a animation based on the song. Or it's an animation that uses someone's cover of the song based on an actual song from Touhou 4. Now the issue with that is Touhou 4 was before the uh, Windows era. the games. However, in the animation, all of those characters are shown are from the Windows era. So it's kind of like a big mashup of Touhou in a way, which is really fun, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, now that you know all this kind of, yeah, it's really weird. It's really, really, really bizarre how the entire thing behind it all works. And then don't forget the Ronald McDonald insanity as well, or the Deathbolts. Um, all of those paved the way for uh, Toho popularity in the West as well. Um, and just like that, ladies and gents, the final wave. I've only seen this like once or twice, and that was whenever I was playing the demo version. And just like that, if this was the demo, uh, I would be over. That would have been it. Um, yeah. Stage 3 is done. And now we go inside of the pyramid. Yeah, no, people are like, if you just look at the amount of fan art created of that one character after the or for Mishigami, the amount of fan art created after she was just first like revealed, you know, after the demo came out, like holy crap! Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I really am. Unless you like what you see, in which case, then yeah. But I know that you were originally not into Touhou Project, but now that you are, you know, it's just like. Anyways, that's a fucking shit bastard. There, got game over. No, I'm not even gonna say that. No, I got a game over on my first time ever reaching stage 4. First time ever making it to stage 4, and that's whenever I get the game over. You know what? Not bad. I did a lot better than I thought. Oh, you really like what you're seeing? That's good. That's really good. So we have Reimu and Marisa. Those are the only two playable characters in this game. So obviously now, oh, that must be really, really beneficial. Wrong character. That's crazy. We are playing as Marisa today, or for the second half now. And Marisa is actually a really good character in this one because of the Master Spar. Yeah. Not just does it last for a while, but as you can tell, That's quite a devastating punch. So, like, yeah. Obviously, if you're in a very sticky situation, you want Marisa's Master Spark. Yeah. It's a very good spell card. I'm gonna be honest. Um, yeah, shout out to Master Spark. Gotta be one of my favorite spells. Look at that! We made it to the first stage boss without taking any loss of life. Marisa proves to be one of the greatest characters in the entire series. Again. Alright. Yeah, so this is what Touhou 20 looks like. As you can tell, this is clearly not a typical Danmaku game, really. At least I don't think it is, because wow, that movie just why don't I press shift? Or on press shift? The reason is because I'm in the middle of a boss fight and I don't want to accidentally like go too fast and hit the bullet. Because if I hit the bullet, I lose a life, and I don't want to do that. But after the fight is over, of course, you obviously saw, yeah, I'll do it. In the second generation, I believe that there was like a big thing where di- you didn't collect bombs. You used your points as bombs, power as bombs. So you really didn't want to use that because then you'd lose your shock power, which is kind of yeah. Also, this one seems to be really different in the way that the points work. Also, these fuckers are just like, oh my god, I don't have a bomb. I just realized I don't have a bomb. Wow, these wonder stones are just not my favorite thing in the entire game. The green stars, those are what I have to collect if I want the bomb. That's the bomb. That's what it is. So instead of automatically collecting a bomb, I have to collect like a certain number of these. Then I get like that. Green, got the bomb. And then Master Spark. As you can tell, it's not like an easy. It's not as easy as the other ones. This game is actually in what is known as the third generation, Windows third generation. I can send you a screenshot that I have, which shows all of the games in it per generation, uh, all organized neatly in a folder. Uh, it's a There's a lot of games, obviously, 33 total, excluding the demos that I have, which would actually bring it up to 36 games in total, which is obviously a lot. Actually, I think I might have some of the PC98 demos as well, which again would bring the number up to just a tad bit higher. Just a bit, not by much. Also, sorry if I sound tired. It's currently 3:28 in the morning. Where I am. So, if I sound tired, it most likely is because I am. Is that the first continue? Is that my first continue as Marisa? No way. Awesome. If that is my first continue as Marisa, then hell yeah. That just shows you the amount of power the Master Spark has. Yeah, if you're ever in a pickle and you play as Marisa in Touhou, check and see if your character has the ability to Master Spark as Marisa, because the Master Spark is only available in a few games. Um, yeah. Stage 2 is cleared. I'll use the shift like whenever it gets really bad. You know Chen though, don't you? Because I have that whole over on my server. I have that entire channel dedicated to Chen. But, I even like posted stuff about her spell cards and stuff. I know a lot about Chen, like the fact that she's a Shikigami of a Shikigami. Chen is really silly. The thing that I love the most about Chen is that even whenever she's not a Shikigami, she still acts the exact same. So regardless of whether or not she's a Shikigami, just always know Chen will be Chen. Yukari also has a really good character design, so does Ron. Now these are just my opinions, of course. My opinions are always going to be fought against in the Touhou community. Yeah, Chen is Chen's a good character. Also, you can find Chen in some other titles as well. It's not just Touhou 7, but 7 is where she made her debut. So, again, obviously, I highly recommend. But the one you're starting at, I've seen a lot of people actually recommend starting it off with 10. Again, like I said, so you're starting off at a really good one. You're starting off with a good one. Subterranean Animus is a really good one. And I love the plot for that one so much because it's basically like someone fed a bird a sun god, so that way the the bird could learn nuclear physics, so that way they could build a nuclear power plant in Kentucky. And it's up to you to try and stop them from building the nuclear power plant. That's basically the entire plot. It's hilarious to me. I love it so much. It's one of my just random plots out there in the entire series. But yeah. Uh, I don't know if that counts as spoilers, entirely explaining the plot. I don't think that counts as a spoiler, but if it does to you, then I apologize if you're just joining in or just playing the game or something. But yeah, that's basically the plot in a nutshell. It's just a random, probably the most random one that Sun has ever thought of. I just love it so much. Just because of how random it is. Nope, never mind. Take it easy. But yeah, you have fun with the Touhou 10, obviously. You know, it's your first ever game in the actual series. Yeah, if you're really enjoying 10, I think you'll enjoy the rest of the series. Just gonna put that out there right now. I think you really just wait until you hear about the game called Double Spoiler. Yes, well, there's actually I think a game called Touhou Double Spoiler, and I think if I remember correctly, it is like an official title as well. Um, I don't know if there's like anything else besides Double Spoiler in the name, or if it's just entirely called a Double Spoiler. But yeah, man, it doesn't. It's, uh, again, like I said, though, if you're curious about like the rest of the Toho projects or anything, there's a wiki for it, so you can read up on it if you really want to know more about it. Yeah, there's several different fighting games. Uh, yeah, those are the spin-off titles, and those are part of the 33 games. Zun has actually worked on those games, uh, but they were released by a different company, so they're not technically part of the main Line 20, but they are part of the 33 official titles. So yeah, there's and then there's two other spin-offs. One of them is Shoot the Boy, and I forgot what the other one was called. But those ones are also pretty fun and unique in the way that they play. As one of them, I believe, uh, yeah, both of them, you actually instead of shooting the bullets, you have to take pictures of the bullets or of the bosses themselves. But whenever you do, and take those pictures and stuff, you actually can clear the bullets as well. I've seen a lot of people say that those games are also really fun, especially shoot the bullets. So, yeah, those games are also out there. Yeah, no, shoot the bullet. And then there's one more that goes along with that exact playstyle. Um, yeah, it's not just about dodging. Well, it is dodging stuff because you have to dodge the bullets to stay alive, obviously. But it's interesting the way that the game works. I've never played it personally, but I have seen gameplay of it, and I do know of the game, obviously. I don't know if there's a fan game for that, but I do know that that is like an actual thing uh, in Touhou 19. I think there's another game like that. I know Touhou 3 is also exactly like that. Um, which you said, uh, there might be a fan game like that, probably somewhere. Yeah, I know that there's a fan game that's called Marisa Eats a Mushroom and Gets High. Yes, that's a real game. I, I can gladly send you the link to that one. It's on itch.io. It's a free game. Very random name. Oh, what's going on here? New character alert. Hello, who are you? Never seen this character before. Yuimon Asama. Interesting. Okay. Whoa. What is that? Okay. Sure. The hard start. Clear up. That's where that run ends. Holy crap, I actually got to the stage 4 boss. Wouldn't be surprised. I got a lot further than I did in 3 on this one. Um, Obviously, as you can tell, it's a lot harder than most other Touhou games. If you don't remember this, I'll throw this back out there. Touhou 7 on my previous Touhou 7 stream where I got all the way to the final freaking boss. Yeah, that was fun. Still not used to that weird ass sound. That's such a goofy ass sound. I love it so much. Yeah, I got so far, but I had to end the stream because it was getting really late. Um, Let me actually, real quick, because I have this ability on my phone here to automatically translate. Let me see what this does here. Interesting. Okay. So whatever a creature rod is, and whatever I have that now. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's see what this looks like, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, I did get really far. I was kind of surprised at how far I got. I was not expecting it to get that far. The only time I really heard of Touhou was 2020 Discord trend where it was rules with Gumball and it was like rule 160 of Touhou. Yeah, Touhou Fumo is yeah. Yeah. Yeah, apparently I knew what Touhou was, or I've had stuff related to Touhou before, at least downloaded and saved on my phone. But yeah, I had fan art of Touhou projects and stuff downloaded on my phone and stuff without ever realizing it. And now that I'm looking back at all of it, I'm just like, wow, apparently I have all that stuff that goes all the way back to around 2020. What? What a strange little coincidence that it's around the same time. But yeah, now that you know what Touhou Project really is, it's like, holy crap, this is hiding from me the entire time. At least that's what I feel. Me personally, I'm like, wow, where has this game been? This is amazing. This is a game that I don't mind streaming at all. I could stream this game like 24/7 if I was able to. You know, if I could be paid to stream this, I would totally would. This is amazing. I might suck at it, oh, but um, this is fun. This is a game I would totally be paid to play. Yeah, now that you know the memes are so much funnier. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that was bad. Exactly. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The memes are so much funnier now that you actually know what Touhou is. Yeah, alright. I can try doing that again. I totally do that during the weekend and stuff. I could totally. I could do that tomorrow, actually. Maybe. I could totally do that tomorrow. Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. Yeah. Or definitely sometime during the week. I can do that 12-hour stream. Yeah. Now, the only problem with that is there's going to be a few times where I'll have to get off because to use the restroom and stuff, but I'll take the phone with me so I can chat while, I'm away. Let people know if they just tune in, yeah, I'm away from. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Every now and then I look through like Twitter and my downloads folder and stuff, and I just look through there and I'm like, wait, that's Touhou Project. Yes, yeah. So okay, I'm guessing here that there is a little bit of delay between you and the stream. That's not surprising. There's a delay. I am. I have the stream pulled up on my phone. That's how I'm able to use the chat now. And I'm also seeing a bit of a delay. Yes, it's just something happening. There's something. I am also seeing a delay. So, just know it ain't just you, kind of, that has a delay. Going on. Also, you again. I'm back for revenge. Yeah, that's it. Get away. Go away. Okay, get Master Sparked. Two. Um, Survived. Get Master Sparked. Get Master Sparked. How dare you survive? Okay, so yeah, there is a small. Okay. Ah. uh, so it looks like right now you're the only one in the chat, uh, which is probably normal. It is currently 5:49, so I'm sure most people are asleep right now. Uh, it's about to be sunrise over here in the United States of America, which is interesting. Uh, Also, I'm doing this while I wait for a uh, rocket commentary thingy to start up and just a little bit launch it because at 9:15 around that time. So yeah, this might actually be able to go on for a lot longer than just an hour. But for you, it's 1 p.m. Okay, cool. So you're fine. You're definitely able to be up for this. Yeah, but for people over in yeah, people over in Asia where a Touhou project is like really big and popular, it's probably a bit late for them. Also, holy fuck, I'm playing this game on day of. This is awesome. I I thought about it. I thought about the odds of me being able to play with this game on a day of release, and I was doubting it. I really was doubting it. In my mind, I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to have this game day of. And here I am, playing it day of. Um, I marked this day as a historical moment on my calendar behind me. Yes, I have a calendar behind me. It's a Starship themed calendar. I point this camera over there for a second. Show the calendar. It's. I don't know if this is zoomed in or not. I don't know. See it. I might be able to. Uh, yeah, you can see the calendar. It's as you can tell, it's a Starship one. Uh, I have I have it marked for Starship's upcoming flight as well. Yeah. So yeah, as you can tell, I do have the calendar up there. I also have a poster over there too. It's kind of cool. Um, yeah, I got tons of interesting stuff. It's time for the Mishigami fight again. Yeah, Mishigami was like the one character that I've just seen so much artwork for. It's really bizarre. I wasn't expecting there to be so much for for Michigami. It now that it's out, now that the actual game is out, I'm super curious to see what the fan art is like right now on like Pixiv and the Green site. I wonder what all the art is looking like. Also, I'm sure everybody knows what the Green site is. At least, like, if you're really that kind of person, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's not the Green site. Well, that's not good at all, but hey, it's a bit that. It's all filled up with fun stories. So you know exactly what I'm talking about the Green site. Oh, yes, I unfortunately am talking about the Green site. That was honestly one of the places that I looked a month after the Touhou 20 demo came out. Uh, that was somewhere more that I looked just to see what was going on. And yeah, Michigami was already on the Green site. Just a month after release, Michigami is already on there. It's just like, jeez, these guys just don't know at all. Like, now that the game itself is out, Pixiv is gonna have a bunch of art, I'm sure, and of course the Green site. Yeah, no, the ninth the ninth image posted on the Green site, believe it or not, was Touhou Project. Now, unfortunately, no, it was not Shirino, which would have been perfect because Shirino is the 9 ball. But unfortunately, it was not Shirino. But yes, the Green site's ninth post was Touhou Project. So yeah, God, is it really on there? I know that for some odd reason they have Fumos on the Green site. Like, Fumo itself is like an actual tag on the Green site. It's like really weird. Oh, Michigami, I'm sorry, but you're not Egyptian. Michigami, you're secretly from Michigan. The pyramid in the background is the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. You can't hide the facts from me. You can't hide it from me. You're secretly from Michigan, and you love the Bass Pro Shop pyramid so much you're trying to bring it into Gitstokyo. That's the entire. That's my fan made plot. That's my fan made plot right there. This is the Bass Pro Shop incident. That's what's going on. Bass Pro Shop incident. They're trying to get carp and bass, and you have to stop them from spreading all that stuff from the outside of it in here. So like speedboats and guns and all that other stuff that Bass Pro Shop sells. You have to try and prevent them from bringing all that in. Yeah, that's a great question, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because the popularity vote, obviously, as we all know, started for Michigami. Michigami wishes that she was Egyptian. But, like, no, Michigami Mi's whole thing in this game is like, it gives you riddles and stuff, and it's like really fun. The whole plot behind it was kind of fun. But here I am, playing Touhou 20. Never thought I would see the day where I get to play a Touhou game day of. This is really fun, really cool. Totally hyped for this moment. Currently able to experience. Yeah. How does it feel being the only one in chat right now? How does that feel? Because you are the only one in chat. It's like you're the only one watching the stream, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's kind of weird about the other Touhou fan. But yeah, I'm currently playing Touhou day of. This is honestly a dream come true for me. As a as a Touhou fan, this is super cool being able to do. Being able to witness, obviously, that sucked there. That's not what I was wanting to do. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Keep. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is not what I was wanting to do. Down this. Okay, that's better. Damn. Okay. This feels like a Discord stream, to be fair. Okay, yeah. I mean, you're right, it does, honestly. That's what a lot of these are like. Whenever I'm just doing these just to do them, they honestly kind of feel exactly like that. So, yeah. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Wish that there were more people in here, but I mean, then again, it's just kind of one of those days, you know? God, I'm so happy I have this right over here. Where I can just wipe. Um, well, this is. Wait, I can change the main story stuff to any of them. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice the backgrounds change. Let's see what this one's like, shall we? Ooh, okay. Wait, okay, I just have to find one that gives me a spread shot or something. That one's good too. Not exactly a spread shot, so let's see. As one could tell, playing a game day is really just fun to do. Okay, so I'm gonna, yeah, yeah, they're all the exact same. I'm getting it. That's great. That's great. That's excellent. This is there probably is somebody that just did a 1cc of this game already. There probably is. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It really wouldn't. Touhou community is crazy whenever it comes to doing stuff like that. Day of release and somebody already beat it and is just waiting for the next game. Putting this like in a folder or something where they're just gonna like just leave it, might uninstall it or something. Try and save storage after they already beat the game. I don't know. So the thing is, the game just came out, so there's no English patch available for the game yet, which is a bit of an issue for me because I'm very just suicidal. I've never seen that happen in a Toho game. But yeah, that's a bit of a problem for me as I don't speak Japanese. However, everything that I need to be in English is in English. So, what that means is what that means though is I'm able to play the game, and the way that the controls are set up is exactly the same as every other Toho game ever made, except for the first five, which, well, no, those ones actually control the exact same as well. If you look at the controls, though, you'll notice that they, the way that they play is Shift, Z, X, arrow keys. That's really it. That's all there is to the game. Shift is to focus, Z is to shoot, X is to use your bomb, and the arrow keys are to do things. That is simple. There's nothing else to tell except those basic stuff. You know, you can hold Shift and press X to use, that kind of bomb. Oh, look at this! Interesting. What's their default? Oh, cool. Default bomb is literally just a master striker. So this isn't like those other games where you have like a focused moveset and a regular moveset. This one, there's only one, and it's the best one because Master Spark. Oh, little thing about this game and why this one is kind of a bit of an anomaly among the Touhou games. If you haven't heard already, this game has a bit of a small amount of backlash. Yeah, it does. There's a bit of a backlash though with the game, and the problem with it is Zun, he used a little script to pull backgrounds from a he used a script to pull backgrounds from a stock images site or stock image collection, and it definitely did. It pulled AI generated backgrounds. Yeah, it pulled some AI generated backgrounds, and there's like a huge backlash going on over that entire problem. But he did state that that was the only thing in the entire game that used AI. And yeah, and like if there's some people that are like for the whole hey, Sun used AI to just pull images for a background, that's okay. And there's people who hate the fact that he used AI um, to do all of that. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care. As long as the bloody game is good, and it's still the Touhou projects that I know and love and care for, then go for it. As long as you don't change any of the, as long as he still is drawing the characters, coding the damn games, programming it all, doing all the good shit that he does. And we love him for making music. I don't give a fuck. Let him just do the backgrounds and AI. It's perfectly fine. He might listen to the community if it's bad. Yeah, he might. He might. You're right. But I mean, now it's a bit too late. The game's out. Can't change any of it now. Personally, I didn't see anything that would be thrown to the AI while playing, but people have noticed it in the background. I think on the title screen, I think it's where it was, and on the disc. But that's really about it as far as all that goes. If you look on the Steam page for it, it actually does have a warning on there that says that there's AI generated images for backgrounds and stuff. It's like really bizarre because it's the first Touhou game to have that. Yeah, he said that there's nothing he can really do about the AI pulling AI generated images from the stock archive because it's going to be there. But he might. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if the next game is going to be Touhou 21 or if it's going to be Touhou 20. Whatever. It could. We might have a spin-off game for the next main line. I don't know. I'm not Zun. All I know is Master Spark could go burn. That's really all I know, and that's all I care. This is, uh, this is exactly what this is. Yeah. Also, how about to the 4 other people who just don't happen to be here? Wow. Yeah, you guys are in for a treat, as this is the worst Touhou 20 gameplay I've ever seen. I'm not that good at Touhou projects. I just got into the series about a few months ago. Now it's been well over a month. I can say that for a fact. And the Touhou 20 Genies demo is the first ever one that I was able to beat. And now I'm going to try it. And now I've been playing the main, the full release Touhou 10, Touhou 20, damn it, Touhou 20 for an hour now. And I just want to say, son, you done did it again, my guy. You done did it again. If you like what you see, if you really do like what you see, feel free to continue watching. I stream mostly Touhou 7. That's my favorite game in the entire series. I also do spaceflight simulator content on this channel. I'm not asking you to subscribe. I don't do that shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Hell, if you don't like it, just dislike. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Your dislikes mean the same to the algorithm as like. So, yeah. As I was doing all that shit, we lost 2 people. That's actually really kind of sad. Whatever. So those who stayed, yeah, this is the worst gameplay for Touhou you'll ever see. Brought to you by me and my shit gameplay. The sponsor, what's that? I've never stopped getting emails asking for sponsorships. By the way, I just, today's stream is sponsored by me playing Touhou Project at 6:12 in the bloody fucking morning. Yeah. If they're bots. But if they're just people working, that's fine too. now it's only like 2 people. Okay. If they're lurkers, that's cool. If they're just here just to be here, it's like, come on, man, what the fuck? But yeah, well, I guess one other person to that one person who stayed during the entire thing. If you're just lurking, don't feel bad. Keep working. Keep doing something bad on people might not even want to do. Just watch. Not say anything. Just I gotta say I respect that. But yeah, this is Touhou 20 Fossilized Wonders is the name of this game. It's happening then. Man, talk about bullet hell. Alright, fuck. Yeah, lurking is lurking based, I gotta say. I appreciate lurkers, honestly. I think those people are just awesome. They don't say anything at all, and they just kind of watch, sit back and watch, and I think it's cool. I also think that people that just leave it on just for background noise is also kind of cool. I respect to those people a lot as well. I just respect people in general as long as they're cool and I don't give a fuck, honestly. So, hi, welcome. Work if you want. I don't care. Hell, if you really want to be cool, stick to the whole stream. I mean, oh, if you got nothing better to do, what the hell is the worst that could happen if you just stay for the stream? Don't get me wrong, you have stuff that you have to do that obviously do that stuff, because that stuff is going to be a lot more important than just a live stream, which you can easily just come back and watch the replay for. Master Spark. Survived. Master Spark. There we go. Okay. The thing I like the most about Master Spark is you can change the direction of it. By using the arrow keys, you can actually change the direction that Master Spark goes. It's a nice little bonus to an otherwise already very powerful spell card. Right, Mishigami. Damn you, Mishigami. The best pro shop character is here. Yeah, that's right. That's what I call it. Michigan. Michigan. The next Touhou Fest should have been over in Michigan, just right there at the Bass Pro Shop. They should have just had it right there. That would have been so funny. And like the entire theme of it is Touhou 20, just for this character. Who is the most hated character in the franchise? You know, that one is actually a very arguable. I'm gonna be honest. The character I think I would personally say I hate the most is Koichi. I think is how her name is pronounced. I fucking hate that character. Because after I found out about KKHTA, I just hate that character so fucking much because they made the character really fucking pathetic and evil in that show, in that animated series or whatever the fuck, and it just kind of ruined my ruined her for me. So unfortunately, that's my most hated character in all of Touhou. Um, yeah, I won't explain anything about it because I hate thinking about it. I really do. Yeah. In fact, just thinking about it right now actually kind of, yeah. Like on some positive stuff now. Yeah, these guys are they're doing okay ish. You don't really have me on my nerves as much. Uh, yeah, FC Dallas, they're doing pretty good this season though. Uh, but yeah, Koichi is my least favorite character. Uh, yeah, if you ever yeah one to one Austin, yeah, we got a point, which I'll take it. I'll take a fucking point. I'll take a fucking point. At this point, I'll take a point. We're not making it into the playoffs. I know that for damn sure, but you know, 1-1 against Austin FC isn't too bad. Um, especially being the away team. We scored the first goal of the game. We were, yeah, I was really proud of how we did. Really proud. Really proud. A win would have been nice, but obviously Austin is really high up on the rankings, so I knew a win wasn't likely. So I'm not too upset over the fact that we tied. I would be very, very pissed if we end up losing to Houston coming up. The upcoming game for FC Dallas against LAFC, I'm not going to be surprised if we lose really fucking badly, especially with the new South Korean player that LAFC got. So I'm kind of not looking forward to that one. However, I will be present at the game. So, yeah, I'm going to the game. Those tickets are like over $600 in some parts of the stadium. Last time I checked, I think the most expensive was like around $700. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy right now. But yeah, obviously enough. Yeah. Obviously enough though, as one can tell, I love my club. I love my local team. That's what I do. I support my local team, no matter how bad they are. Is it hard going for my team? Absolutely. It's extremely hard going for my local team right now. I'm feeling like if I go there, I'm not going to be able to last a second after the game starts because of just how bad we're going to lose. However, with that being said, Portland Timbers were fourth on the table, and then they ended up coming here to Toyota Stadium. And we beat their butt on 2-0 final score. Holy shit, Petarlusa, you freaking amazing, amazing man. I can't believe that you noticed that freaking accident. That one mistake from the goalkeeper. Holy shit, my guy. We love you, Petarlusa. We love you. We love you. You did great. But yeah, he did great. Man, this is great. I love rambling. As you can tell, I love to ramble. But yeah, these seats are really, really expensive. But that's because Son is going over here. He's coming to Toyota Stadium. And a lot of season ticket holders, a lot of them, they were selling their tickets for a lot, very high prices, a lot of money because they knew that they could. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Our football is actually like really shit boring in my opinion. American football, not a fan, not a fan. My football is association football, which is FC Dallas, to my FC, all of those teams. That's my kind of that's the football I. In fact, it was a AFC Dallas game that got me back into sports. Watching it live on TV, and it was that got me back into soccer, back into sports. I just gotta say, if it wasn't for FC Dallas, I would probably not know anything about sports, and I would just have a few memories of like baseball, and that's it. But now I'm a season ticket holder for my favorite MLS club. I have a favorite team in Moldova. I have a favorite team in Germany, favorite team in England, favorite team in Scotland, favorite team in Wales, favorite teams in Russia, Belarus, Singapore. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. I am from I live literally just an hour from the stadium. I live just about an hour from the stadium. They are definitely my local team. If you didn't, I mean, obviously you didn't know that, but yes, they are my local team. I live just about an hour from Toyota Stadium, and they don't actually play in Dallas, if you can even believe it. They actually play in Frisco. That's where Toyota Stadium is located, in Frisco. An hour isn't a lot if you actually look at the big thing. Texas itself, from here to Starbase, it's about 9 hours. So that is a lot. An hour isn't going to really kill you. All you have to do is just around 5 o'clock. You'll get there around 6:30, maybe 7. Gates don't open until 6:30, so you go in there. No dome, so it gets really fucking hot during the summer, and I'm sure it's gonna get really fucking cold during the winter, but just see how that goes. And then, yeah, we wait over at the tailgate. See that was tailgate. They got free food, free drinks. It's great over there. Always very friendly people. I hate being in crowds, but that's one crowd I don't hate being in. And then, head over into the stadium, get to our seats, and just have fun. An hour is not too bad. In fact, I an hour is the whole country. Wow. Oh man, I forgot that you're from a small country. Yeah, that must be pretty fun for you. Oh man. Uh, Sun's starting to come up now. This is great. But yeah, I can totally do a good old fashioned 20 or 12-hour stream. Maybe, yeah, probably tomorrow. If there's something going on. Or hell, I was thinking about doing one maybe today after the Long March 6A launch. Time maybe for you. Oh, really? Huh, nifty. Yeah. For me, it's like 30 minutes if I take the tollway, but obviously, fuck the I don't want to have to fucking pay to drive my fucking car on a goddamn road. We just don't use toll. That's why it's an hour drive. But besides that, it's really close. At least in terms here in this area. Is it 30 or is it 20? I don't remember. But yeah, it's not like crazy far. And then, traffic is also a thing, so it might be a little bit longer. At least the traffic's like here. I'm not sure how it is for you guys. I don't have to drive hours to get to a grocery store either. The closest grocery store to me is about 3 minutes. Hell, I could walk to the nearest gas station. That's not too far for me anyways. It's great. Yeah, it is what it is, honestly. This is absolute shit. Absolute shit. Absolute fucking shit. Anyways, yeah, yeah, it is what it is. This is what it's like living in the suburbs. I'm sure if I lived over in like actual Dallas or something, it would be too bad. That would be a hell of a lot longer drive to get to Toyota Stadium because I need to go I-30. I-30 is the fucking shittiest area at all because the traffic on that is absurd. So fuck I-30. Let's fuck Michigan. Anyways, that is enough about my rambling as well. About just how bad it is and how close everything is for me and how far everything is for me. Yeah, let's talk about Touhou Fest. So Touhou Fest is this yearly thing that is pretty cool. I've never actually been, so I don't know what it's actually like to go. They hold those fucking things in LA. Why the fuck would you hold them in goddamn LA? Is my question. I mean, sure, I guess there's probably a big amount of people there that play Touhou Project. Sure. God damn it, I want one here. I want a festival for Touhou Project here. But no, the biggest one that has to happen has to be in motherfucking LA. Oh, yeah, that was where it was this year. Guess where it's going to be held next year? You won't believe where they're holding Touhou Fest next year. You really won't. Take a wild fucking guess. Yeah, they're holding it in LA. Texas, what is Texas even about? I don't know. We got we got a whole bunch of shit politics. I can say that. I'm not like much of a fan of living here in Texas. It's pretty bad here, in my opinion. At least as far as all that goes. But I'm not getting into the politics side because politics while playing the best fucking video game series in the world. I think Touhou Project should be talked about while playing Touhou Project, not politics. You can save politics for the politics simulator. Obviously, I suck ass whenever playing on this setup. Okay. Let's change. shot. Change it. See what that does. Game start. Here we go. Touhou, but the bosses are just politicians. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. I like that one. And you're the one that's trying to actually find like a good one or something because they all suck anyways. That's just my opinion. But yeah. Touhou project, but no Touhou 7. But instead of having to shoot and fight Chen, instead of having to fight Chen, you are Chen, and you're just going around trying to figure out why the hell everything is so damn cold. I would actually play that game. I would totally play that. Honestly, I would totally grind up that. I have a Touhou fan game downloaded where actually I have like one or two that I have where you play as Chen. Um, I might stream maybe one of those games later. Touhou 7, but everything is Chen. uh, that would be a fun one. Heck yeah. Um, you can clearly tell how shit I am at playing Touhou projects right now. Um, I say shit, I'm actually a lot better than I thought I was, so when it comes to Touhou 7. So I looked in the settings for this game. There is no option to change or to change how many lives you have, so I'm kind of stuck. That's the only reason I was able to get that far in 7 is because they have in the settings you can change how many lives you start with. So of course I chose to go all the way up to 5, and so now I can get 5 lives to just fucking play the bloody game. And yeah, obviously 5 lives is great. I could just stick still with those bullets. What? Yeah, that time I couldn't. Okay. Wow. That was good. Good. Yeah. There was one time I was playing this game. Was it this one or another one? I don't remember. But it was a Touhou game that I was playing. And I finished up the boss. I finished the boss. And then I took damage because I accidentally ran into the boss while it was still there. Boiling stuff while it was still there after I beat the boss. And I lost a fucking life. After I finished the bloody boss. Yeah, one death isn't that bad. You're right. But because I used to continue, I won't be able to get the good ending. Yeah. The game is that strict. One continue and you lose the good ending. It's welcome to Touhou Project. It's even worse in the extra stage because in the extra stage, if you use just a you can't even fight the final boss of the extra stage. So there's also that. Oh, damn. That's fucking man. But anyways, yeah, the Touhou project, everyone. This is yeah. Yeah, so the funny thing is Zun originally intended, I think, on Touhou 5 to have a male boss, and he ended up changing his mind because he thought it would have been weird in an all female game to have a male boss. If you want to find the male characters in the Touhou franchise, you're going to want to look at the official literature. Yes, that's right. The official literature of Touhou Project. Yes. Yeah. Zun isn't just a writer, or sorry, Zun isn't just a programmer, an artist, a musician. No. He's also a writer. He writes the stories for the games. He writes actual stories for literature. Yeah. Yeah, Zun is crazy though. There's a lot. Damn, and I immediately die as well. That's great. That's really good. Thanks to 20. Seeing Touhou Project actually ever reach the top one, I really doubt we'll ever see it reach top one. I highly doubt it, mainly because not that many people know about it. You'll mostly hear about it. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But yeah, Son is he's cool. Also, if you're wondering about anime for Touhou Project, I think I've explained this before, but Sun has already stated that there will never be a official anime for Touhou, so don't get hopes up on that. Yeah, you're not gonna see it. You're not ever gonna see that happen. No anime, at least official. Um, Fans have made anime. Um, that's about as that's all you're getting is it gets fan made anime for Touhou Project. That's it. Say what you will, I think it's kind of fair. Like, what would the anime even be? How would you put your bullet hell shooter into a anime adaptation? How would that? How would that look? Now, with that being said, there's two that I've watched, two Toho animes that I've watched that I thought were absolutely amazing. Yes, there are four mangas. Well, actually, I think there are manga series actually. Um, yeah, they and Dunn is actually a writer for those. By the way. But yes, you are 100% correct on that. They do have mangas for Tom, but that's about as close as we'll get to an anime adaptation of the project, like an official one. Um, Now, I don't remember if they are or not, but I think the manga series are actually canon. Oh, while we're on the topic of canon and Toho Project, sorry, you got me going here. So, Apollo, the Apollo program, is canon in Toho Project. The Chinese manned lunar exploration program is canon in Toho Project. Um, and what else would be canon though? Well, obviously, if China's manned lunar exploration program is canon, then that's pretty fucking modern. You can imagine that the Artemis program is canon, Starship is canon, um, the Ares 1 launch failure is canon, Astra is canon, um, Falcon 9 is canon. Everything in human history is canon in Touhou Project. Yes, because the thing with Gensokyo, the world where Touhou Project takes place, it was actually once connected to Earth. And then Gensokyo was created after a barrier was set up. Uh, and the way that Gensokyo works is everything that is forgotten, everything and everyone that is forgotten ends up in Gensokyo. So everything in human history is canon in Touhou Project. I'm not making this shit up. Could you imagine randomly a Touhou character enters the this world, which in Touhou Project this world is called the outside world. They enter the outside world or something, or like a random Falcon Eye booster or something ends up in the outside or ends up in Gensokyo somehow. Because the thing is, um, there's actually a shrine in Touhou Project that was from the outside world that ended up in Gensokyo, and that was actually an entire plot for a game, by the way. Yes, Touhou is canon in Touhou. You can actually technically say that, yeah. Yeah, it's really, really weird how it works and stuff. It's, yeah, but yeah, there's a shrine that ended up in Gensokyo from the outside, um, and that was actually a whole thing for a game. Not I forgot which game it was, but yeah, that was like part of the plot for one of the games. Really, really, really interesting plots for games. But that's Touhou Project. That's exactly what it is. Confusing plot? Absolutely. If you want to know more about the plots, better learn more about them better, head over to the Touhou wiki and look up whatever game you want, and I'm sure you'll be able to find a plot there. Wikipedia might actually also have a plot there. I hate when there's a whole timeline of canon games, and then there's a whole new media and it's canon. Yeah, yeah. But in one of the mangas that you're, one of the mangas, they were trying to get to the moon. All right, uh, Patchouli Knowledge, Hakure Reimu, Sakuya, um, I think Marisa and Shirno were part of this as well. I don't remember either that or it was Marisa and Remilia, but they were trying to get to the moon. Patchouli Knowledge had no idea how to build a rocket, but if you pay attention to it, apparently the rocket is three-staged and is supposed to be based on the Saturn V rocket. Um, Real quick, I'll show you what the hell this based on looks like real quick. I'll send it to you in DM. Um, yeah, the key word here I think should be um based on. Let me see. This is I just sent it to you over in DM on Discord. If you want to look at that. Yeah, I just sent it to you. Honestly, what in God's name? Based on the Saturn V. Yes, this is actually part of a manga series, by the way, from again, all around the topic of those for a second. Yeah, this is supposed to be based on the Saturn V. I'm sorry, what the fuck? How is that in any way supposed to look like Saturn V? No offense, Petroleum Alex, but maybe you should have just not have made a fucking rocket. And the funny thing is there's no engines on it. The whole way that it flew is explained in that machine. It's like, no, what the fuck? What the actual fucking shit? Moon rocket. That's fucking. I was thinking about doing something stupid and really funny and making it in Spaceflight Simulator, but I have yet to actually start working. Because the problem with this, it's made of wood. It's made of fucking wood. Could you imagine that thing going through a fucking re-entry? Also, hi, welcome to the stream. If you're in here, yeah, sorry, we're discussing some stuff about the about Touhou Project's canon right now. Because there's a lot of shit in the canon that's kind of weird and wacky, like Apollo program is canon. According to the lore, what ended up happening is the Lunarians declared war on the Apollo astronauts who landed on the planet. However, no actual engagement ever occurred. The Lunarians do say that they deployed their troops, but no actual conflicts were ever fought during this whole thing. And so it's just kind of like, yeah. Really, really weird, really bizarre. But basically, the Lunarians claim that they won. And now that they're getting ready, and then they mentioned China's program in the war as well. Which, China's lunar exploration is called Shangan. That's what they call the Lunarians. They call them Shangan. And the Lunarians obviously hate that because in Chinese mythology, Shangan was actually trapped with. And so the Lunarians obviously struck against Shangan. And so obviously you kind of see yeah, there's like a whole bunch of and it's really cool how it's done combines real work and the games. Really. But the Apollo program was actually directly referenced in Perishable Mind. The final boss has a fight that takes place on the moon, and in the background is actually a picture of just that. You can actually see very clearly a Apollo astronaut like on it. It's really, really cool. Love it a lot. I really do. Think, yeah, it's just super cool. Oh, I could remember streaming now. Let me look at this real fast. 200. Wow. I don't know if they either dropped or I'm gained. I can't really tell. Oh, cool. Okay. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. Sick. Yeah, so this is obviously now my longest Touhou stream. Yes, Korean Central Television, I believe, should still be live right now. You can find those on KCNA Watch if you really want to watch that. I have no idea why you would want to watch that. But yes. Oh, there's a concert on there right now. Huh. Weird. Alright. But yeah. Korean Central Television is live. If you want to watch that instead of this. I'll make this my last one and then I'll end the stream. To those who were tuning in or keeping stuff, thank you so much. We made it this far on the freaking game. Just want to say just have fun. No, no, you don't want this to be my last run. You want me to keep going for another few hours? I can do that if you want. If you're still watching this, yeah, totally keep going. My big thing though is I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. Woke up at about 1 o'clock and 30 in the morning. I have not gone back to bed yet. So I think I'm a little tired. In fact, I have my blanket over here and my pillow over here. Not even joking. I actually have that shit right now. Um, just in case I accidentally fall asleep during the stream, I can just look like it was intended. I love Sakia's dialogue in the English version, except whenever talking to Chin. Sakuya just so mean to Chin. Yeah, this is the newest game, by the way. I'm excited. You're really like concerned about spoilers now. You wouldn't watch this. What, the Master Spark? Yeah, I agree. The Sun created the strongest fucking um, item and just gave it to one character and just called it a day. And just like, yep, this is it. That's that's how it's gonna be. I really can't wait for the Touhou 20 soundtrack to be released onto Spotify. Uh, honestly, this soundtrack are stage clear. Yippee! Yeah, I remember Zun said he didn't use AI for anything other than choosing the backgrounds. And because he used AI to choose the background, AI cannot tell the difference between AI generated backgrounds and not. So it just had no idea. Is that what I called it? Is that actually what I called it? Or did I? No, wait. I have. Fuck. No, wait. That's what I called it. Okay, no, it's. Oh, Touhou 20, but it's actually just the demo because I don't have the full game. Okay. Yeah, that's. Dude, you scared me for a second, man. I thought I accidentally called it something else entirely. Holy shit. Oof. can't believe that's a one. Yeah, the demo version is free to download. So if you just want to play the demo game, so I'm not sure where to find it. Yeah, the demo is free. I just don't know where to find it. Actually, well, I was gonna say, um, that if you really want to go that far, technically they all are. Sent you a link. Technically they're all free, but I mean, it's best to actually support the guy that be achieving. Fuck. Honestly, I'm not going to say how I did, but yeah, see it, man. Yeah, you have fun. You have fun. Yeah, I just have no idea how long the memory extract set is. That's always there as an option. Anyways, yeah, so that's it was great. It was great having you with us today. With you in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. And see you later. All right. All right. If you're now tuning in, hi, welcome to the stream. This is me playing Touhou 20, the game that just recently came out in the Touhou franchise. Fossilized Wonders. Fossilized Wonders. Something like that. Yeah, it's the newest game in the series. Just came out today, still for me, my time. Maybe it came out tomorrow, too, my time. I just don't remember. I care that much to really note that, but yeah, this is going to be my last run for the stream before I go ahead and end it. Um, after playing it for almost 2 hours now, I think it's fair to say that this game is great, hard, but that's the typical Touhou project. So if you know how to play Touhou, just fine. I only started really mass playing these games this week or last week, so obviously I'm not like that good at Touhou. But yeah, this is the game that just came out. Doing one last run as I approach the 2 hour mark on this stream, making it the first time ever that I've actually played Touhou Project for that damn. And for it to be the 20th game that makes it my first, I just want to say, it's done. This game is great. And of course, like always, I highly recommend Touhou Project to other people. Okay, that one. Pretty bad. Second. How much longer until it's been 2 hours? Okay, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And that is a 2-hour mark of the live stream. Honestly, I think that this 2 hours has been quite great. I've been having a fun time playing the newest game. Ooh, I couldn't see what was happening at all. The screen was entirely covered up. So I'm just, yeah. I'm just back over at Michigami. I've been here several times already, this gameplay. Yeah. The furthest I got was stage 4, and I don't think I'll actually ever reach stage 4 again in this gameplay. Yeah. I don't even know what happened or how I reached the stage 4 boss, but I did, and that was the furthest that I've ever gotten. So yeah, that is the end of this run, I guess. I was not able to make it to the boss, but that was where things will have to end. Uh, Obviously, as always, thank you for tuning in. Um, yeah, might stream some more later. But yeah, this is where I'll end the stream